Hi everyone and welcome for this first part for the painting of guard Kosargi from Kurt City. In this tutorial, in this part, I'm going to show you how I primed and after that how I apply my contrast to have a nicely base to start painting. If you want, you can subscribe to this channel and support me on Patreon if you want to see all the different process I use to paint all this Kosargi guard. Let's start for the paint. At the beginning I use some airbrush with some white to push some highlight on some few parts, just to be sure that my contrast is going to be more strong and have a better effect. Remember that contrast is very covering, so you need to have very strong white on some few points to be sure that's going to have the more efficient effect you can. For example, I'm going to push a lot of white on some few parts of the steel NMM part, and after that I'm going to come back, as you can see, with some spaceproof gray to have a nice base for my steel non-metallic metal. I repeat, during this tutorial I'm going to show you the different paints of contrast I use all to put all the base on these miniatures, and in the next next one I will show you on different steps how I do to create my different kind of effects on the different part. For example, for the steel NMM, for the leather, for the fur, and step by step I'm going to show you all the different parts. Now with some contrast snake beads I'm going to put on the fur part. Just to be sure, I'm going to do the contrast blue angel red on all the clothes, and for that I dilute by half with some medium this contrast blue red, just to be sure it's not going to be too much covering on all the different parts of miniatures. And now with some Gorgrinta fur I'm going to put this on all the different kind of layer I have. I always use two different kind of contrast when I have two different elements, just to have a better visibility. I continue with the same Gorgrinta fur, but this time it's going to be on the wood part, and I am going to make the same on the shoulder. I can use the same kind of Gorgrinta fur, but after that I'm going to make some different kind of treatments during my step of paint, and that's going to make a huge difference. For example, the wood is going to be treated in a different way than the copper non-metallic metal. So here is the result when I do all the steps. Don't hesitate to subscribe, to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and you can support me on Patreon to see all the different steps I do to have this result at the end. Thanks again for watching and see you soon for the next tutorial. Bye bye.